Good afternoon, everyone. I'm President Catherine McClyman, and I am especially delighted to welcome our class of 2028. I've had a chance to meet some of you already. I look forward to meeting all of you throughout the coming years. If you see me on the quad, please stop me, say hello. I want to celebrate your victories with you, your good times with you, everything in between now and graduation. Today is a little bit of a more serious moment as we reflect on the years ahead. So take a minute, look to your left, look to your right. Go ahead, I can see you. Go ahead. Okay, I bet you some of you think you know where I'm going with that, but I'm not, so I'm going to come back to this. You are entering college in tumultuous times, both possibly personally, certainly nationally, and globally. While you pursue your degree, you will also assume full adult responsibilities if you haven't already, making decisions that will affect you, your family and friends, our community, and the world. So as you launch your college journey, today I offer you one pledge, and I present you with one challenge. First, my pledge. You belong at Oglethorpe. You are academically strong, intellectually curious, engaged in the world beyond your academic studies, and driven to succeed at whatever ignites your passion. These are the qualities that distinguish members of the Oglethorpe community, and you have those qualities. So if you are experiencing any imposter phenomenon, please rest easy. You belong here. But what does it mean to belong? It means that you are already a member of this community, a community that has stood the test of time since 1835 and continues as a vibrant gathering of faculty, staff, students, and alumni. You are not alone as you navigate your college journey. I pledge to you that the faculty, staff, administrators, and fellow students who surround you right now will be with you every day throughout your journey. At Oglethorpe, we grow together. Keep in mind, though, that this pledge of belonging comes with a responsibility. So once again, look to your left and look to your right. These are your fellow Petrels. We belong to one another. We are responsible for bringing out the best in one another, for pushing one another, for helping each other to discern our dreams and then to pursue them full speed ahead. Our pledge to you, our students, is that you already have us as partners. You are good enough, smart enough, creative enough, energetic enough, and interesting enough just as you are. You are a Petrel now. We are proud to stand with you, and I expect us all to stand with one another. So now to the challenge portion of this message. As I noted, you are launching your college career in challenging times. We live in a highly divided world and a highly contentious climate. As events unfold around you in the coming days, I challenge you to be brave. What does it mean to be brave? In a university setting, being brave is about expanding your horizons and testing new waters. Being brave at Oglethorpe means being willing to hear ideas that are new, different, and perhaps a little unsettling. You will be called upon to think and perhaps to respond to events in this nation and in this world. Our faculty in particular will ask you to think critically, which means deeply and forcefully wrestling an idea to the ground with your intellect, interrogating its truth and its value, and then being open enough to consider how that new truth might change you. It means being intellectually vulnerable enough to consider internal transformation and offering civility and respect to those who don't transform in quite the same way as you do. I wish I could promise you a peaceful 4 years of college, but the world does not let us choose when we need to be brave. Challenging times are often thrust upon us. But as young adults, you do choose how you respond. In the days to come, I will call upon you to respond with intellectual openness, sharp critical thinking, a community-minded heart, and with personal integrity. Universities are funny places. From the day we welcome you, we work to prepare you to leave. The mental, physical, spiritual, social, and ethical growth you experience over these next 4 years is priceless, and it will fly by more quickly than you can imagine. The next time we all come together as this particular group, I will be congratulating you on your graduation. So until that day, take full advantage of your membership in this extraordinary community and stand brave. I pledge that you will not stand alone. We will continue with a performance of Walk in Jerusalem by our own university singers, led by Dr. Tom Fitzstevens and accompanied by Mr. Thomas Ballou, followed by the invitation to the honor code by our student government president, Mr. David Martinez Alvarez.
Hello and welcome, Petro community. My name is David Martinez, and I proudly serve as your student body president for the fall of 2024 and spring 2025 academic terms. We are all gathered today to discuss a fundamental aspect of our academic journey, the Honor Code. At its core, the Honor Code reflects the 6 values ingrained throughout Oglethorpe's collective community. These 6 values are known as honesty, trust, fairness, respect, responsibility, and courage. The Honor Code is not merely a set of rules or regulations. Instead, it is a pact between faculty, students, and the Oglethorpe community to uphold a community that embodies trust and honesty among its members. In fall of 2021, I found myself in the same seat you find yourself today. At the time, I was anxious and worried about embarking on the next chapter of life titled college. New beginnings can be challenging because they come with uncertainty. However, we all know that life is full of the unknown. There are times in my life when I stand before uncertainty and doubt in my own ability to succeed. In those moments, I remind myself of the gift bestowed upon me to be a mighty, courageous Petro. I remember that I am not alone in this journey. I remember that I must have the courage to uphold ethical principles, even in the face of fear. All this talk about courage reminds me of a quote. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the assessment that something is more important than fear. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt makes a great point here. Courage cannot exist without fear. So, although this could be a terrifying transition for some of us, your courage will outweigh the fear. The next concept I want you to think about is respect. Why does respect matter so much in the world of academia? You may ask. Respect goes far beyond treating each other fairly. Respect is the foundation in the building block of interactions. In the Oglethorpe community, respect manifests in different ways. For example, respect exists when we communicate with our colleagues. Respect involves recognizing and appreciating the diversity in our community. When we learn to adopt a framework built on respect, we contribute to a positive and empowering atmosphere where everyone can thrive. Furthermore, respect extends far beyond interactions with our colleagues. When we uphold respect, we recognize the dignity and worth of every individual, including the faculty and staff who work hard to support our academic goals. Altogether, when we foster mutual respect in interactions, we bring forth better communication full of integrity and collaboration. As I take a few moments to see all your beautiful faces, I find it evident that everyone here possesses immune potential and has been drawn here for a purpose. As you continue striving in your academic journey, remember that you are a courageous Petro who deserves respect. Embodying the spirit of a Petro means acting with steadfast integrity and commitment. Being a Petro includes supporting fellow Petros, engaging in new extracurricular activities, and enthusiastically pursuing your passions. Our Honor Code is designed to uphold academic integrity, ensuring students achieve their academic accomplishments. Given this, I encourage you to forge meaningful connections with your fellow students and esteemed professors dedicated to supporting you throughout your academic journey. The faculty at Oglethorpe is fully committed to helping you succeed and genuinely desires your achievements. Embrace new experiences even if they seem daunting, knowing you are never alone in this journey. Take full advantage of the opportunities that come your way, and may this year be marked by significant accomplishments and determination. Yours truly, David Martinez, Student Body President of Oglethorpe University. And now I would like to introduce Professor of Mathematics and Director of Oglethorpe Honor Council, Dr. Lynn Geiger. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Lynn Geiger, Professor of Mathematics and Director of the Oglethorpe Honor Council. As you heard from your SGA President, the Oglethorpe Honor Code is built on 6 fundamental principles of academic integrity: honesty, trust, fairness, respect, responsibility, and courage. These fundamental values describe our community's commitment to teaching and learning through positive and practical terms. David spoke of acknowledging fears and having the courage to overcome those fears. He also spoke of the value of respect and showing others that they have inherent worth and dignity. I would like to take a moment to talk about the fundamental principles of trust and responsibility. First, let's talk about trust. When we speak about trust as an academic value, it's important to recognize that trust is reciprocal. Showing yourself to be worthy of trust and trusting others go hand in hand. Also, the academic principle of trust is not only applied to students. As faculty, we have a responsibility to be trustworthy by making our expectations clear to you. But we also have the responsibility to assume that students are trustworthy and to act towards them in ways that are consistent with that assumption. This kind of mutual trust is vital and necessary for an academic community that can effectively communicate, collaborate, and share new ideas. Next, let's speak about responsibility. Yes, you have individual responsibilities as students in regards to academic integrity. You have the responsibility of knowing and acting on the policies and procedures of a particular course. And you have the responsibility to ask for clarification if you aren't clear on any of those procedures. Instructional staff also have the responsibility to communicate those policies and procedures to students and keep their word. The next level, however, is shared responsibility. Of course you should act with integrity in your own work, but we also ask you to help others to do the same. When we see ourselves and each other as responsible for creating and upholding this community of learners, then we amplify the power of a community to change lives. I want to acknowledge that upholding the positive values of academic integrity can be hard. Mustering the courage to overcome a fear of failure, hard. Showing respect to your classmates and recognizing that their point of view can be valid even if you don't agree with it, that's hard. Trusting your classmates and assuming that your professors have good intentions, hard. Helping other students to make responsible decisions, that's hard. However, hard work and genuine achievement walk side by side. Think back on some accomplishment of which you are particularly proud. Just take a moment. And then think about the work that it took to get to that accomplishment. To master and understand something you care about deeply involves effort, especially when the thing that you're trying to understand is yourself. What kind of student, what kind of partner, what kind of person do you want to be? The character and integrity that comes from this self-understanding is an accomplishment that this community aims to support. Now, each of you should have a card under your chair. Would you take a moment and find that card? Thank you. Two sides to this card. On the shiny side of the card, there's a list of resources that are available to you to help you if and when a challenge is just seeming too much. Your professors are there for you as well. So as I said before, the responsibility of supporting this community of academic integrity belongs to all of us, which means that your instructors are deeply committed to your academic growth and success. Your fellow students are also a resource, and there's a special group of students that I would like to acknowledge today. These are the student members of the Oglethorpe Honor Council. As I call your name, would you please stand and turn to where the students can see you? Thank you. Tessa Allen, Jade Baptiste, Camila Mondesir, stay standing, come on, that's all good. Kayla Garcia Parada, Morgan Phillips, Elizabeth Powell, Karen Rivera, Maria Rivera, Katie Rooks, oh, thank you. Katie Rooks, Lyric Scott, Ella Grace Stokes, and Jenna Waters. Thanks so much. I was going to call for the round of applause later, so thank you. That was awesome. Selected by their peers as community leaders, these students are Oglethorpe champions of academic integrity. They are here to support our honor code, and they are also here to support you in your efforts to be a full contributing member of this community of learners. Thank you. Now let's come back to the card that I had you pull out from under your chair. Now, if you turn your card over, you'll see the preamble of the Oglethorpe Honor Code. Using the text on the left-hand side of the card, we're going to read that together. Our Oglethorpe community, our Oglethorpe community thrives on high standards of academic integrity. The Honor Code serves as a guiding document to develop our fundamental values of honesty, trust, fairness, respect, responsibility, and courage. By embracing these principles, everyone at Oglethorpe supports equitable access to academic success, as well as personal and professional growth. Oglethorpe welcomes all who accept and affirm these principles of academic integrity. Thank you. Now, this is our commitment. It is not just your commitment. We declare and reaffirm this commitment as a community. Also, today is just the beginning of that commitment to act with academic integrity. After all, character and integrity are achievements, and they are worth the hard work. Now, at this time, I'll ask you to sign the right-hand side of your card and then separate the card at the perforation. The left is yours to keep in your wallet, your phone case, on the bulletin board in your room, wherever you need that daily reminder of what you are striving for and a list of the resources that can help you. The student members of the Honor Council will now circulate to collect the signed halves of your cards, and just pass them down to the end of your rows, please. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon, and it is my honor to welcome you to the Oglethorpe community. It is, oh, no, you are not done. Get yourself down. You're not done. It is also my pleasure to invite our provost, Gabriel Baranecci.
Some of you are itching to go, so I better make this good. Willkommen, bienvenidos, bienvenidos, salvete, aloha, benvenuti a tutti. And as they say in my home country of New Jersey, how you doing? So my name is Gabriel Baranecci, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. In other words, I'm the chief nerd at OU. So on behalf of the faculty, I bring greetings of welcome to the class of 2028 and all new students. We've been waiting all summer for you. So welcome to your new home. Today I'm going to say a few words about your first year at Oglethorpe, introduce you to these fine faculty in the fancy academic robes, and extend to you all a special invitation. But first, I would like to congratulate you for signing the Honor Pledge this afternoon. So by signing the pledge, I believe you are making a bold statement. It says, I am a person of integrity. I do not lie and cheat to get ahead. Artificial intelligence will not do the work for me, and what I learn at Oglethorpe, I learn through my own efforts. The ideas that I put on paper are mine. If they're someone else's ideas, they have the appropriate citation. I believe this is a bold statement because, unfortunately, we live in a world that doesn't always value or reward integrity or honesty. Sometimes cheaters, liars, and plagiarizers get ahead in life because the ends justify the means, or only a fool would play by the rules. I will argue that the liars, cheaters, and plagiarizers have created much of the mess that our world is in today. As global citizens and responsible leaders of tomorrow, we say no to dishonesty and cheating. Our world needs, more than ever, people of integrity, and it needs you to lead the way by example. So I congratulate you on making a bold statement today of saying yes to integrity, honesty, and a code of ethics. So now, about that transition to college thing. So this week and last week, you embarked on a transformative journey. You have left behind your families, parents, siblings, friends, beloved pets. This will be a tough transition for both you and those you have left behind, especially your beloved pets. However, I will say that these transitions are going to lead to incredible growth, evolution, and bigger and better things in your lives. Right now, many of you think that you know what you want to do with your lives, your major, your career, etc. Over the course of the next year, you will feel the pressure to answer family and friends with certainty about your academic path and have a clear professional plan. But let me challenge you to be open to the journey ahead. Allow yourselves to be transformed by the experiences, both inside and outside of the classroom at OU. I started my own college career undeclared, not because I was some Gen X slacker without any drive or ambition, but at that time I was 18 and I hadn't found my true calling in life yet. That didn't happen until my second year in college, in a Spanish history and culture class that I took. Research tells us that 70% of you will change your majors before graduation, and that 40% of you will change your major 2 or 3 times. This is not a reflection of indecisiveness, wishy-washiness, or spineless flip-flopping. I see it as a sign of a desire to explore all the options, of wanting to make an informed decision, of a deep search to find happiness and fulfillment in your lives. What's more, only 30% of you are going to be working in anything related to your major. So that should take the pressure off. The careers of tomorrow don't even exist today. But don't despair. No matter what your major is, your Oglethorpe education, with its exciting liberal arts core program, dedicated faculty, small classes, and endless leadership opportunities are going to give you the tools for whatever challenges lay ahead. You will have an awesome tool belt, like my favorite superhero, Batman. The tools in that tool belt, the mentoring from your faculty and staff, your Oglethorpe education, they're going to set you apart from your peers at other institutions and prepare you for what other villains you find on the mean streets of Gotham. So now the interactive part. I'm going to say something that I would never say in class. Students, please take out your cell phones. Take a selfie. I'm going to ask you to take a selfie of yourself. Redundant. In Spanish, tómate un selfie, niño. See, you can speak Spanish too. So take a selfie, do it. Faculty, you're invited to do so as well. Take a selfie. Commemorate this important day in your lives. So take that selfie. Tómate. Take that selfie, vamos. And so take that selfie. Maybe with some friends. I'm going to ask you to email it to yourself, Instagram it, Snapchat, Facebook, wherever you put your selfies, and mark today's date. Mark today's date. And then I ask that when we gather again for your graduation, take a look at this picture. Maybe even put it in a meme. And marvel at how you have changed and the new direction your life has taken. So I'm going to take out my crystal ball and take a look into the future and what a beautiful, exciting future you all have. I see the next generation of student leaders at Oglethorpe, peer mentors, RAs, members of student government, presidents of student clubs and organizations, future members of our academic honor councils, captains of our athletic teams. I see activists in our local community fighting for social justice and equality. I see Fulbright scholars on their way to represent the United States as ambassadors of goodwill carrying out research projects abroad. I see stellar athletes, student athletes, who balance their studies with excellence on the field of competition. Maybe even yet another national championship banner to be hung. Go Petrel Golf. Yeah. Some of you will become budding entrepreneurs guided by the desire to create economic opportunities in your community. I see stars of the stage and screen, artists whose work will hang in our Museum of Art, outstanding musicians. I see students who interned at one of the amazing corporations based here in Atlanta and now have great careers awaiting them after graduation. Many of you will be globetrotters, having studied abroad or participated in a field study experience. But most importantly, I see global citizens and responsible leaders that embody what an Oglethorpe education means. Alumni who are proud to be Stormy Petrels. Now, the key drivers in making those future predictions come true are the members of this esteemed faculty. Now I'm going to spill some of the tea about our faculty. We're normal people. We shop at Costco. We dine at restaurants on Peachtree. We sit in traffic. We waste time on our smartphones. We text message, never in class. We love our kids and our pets. We're part of fantasy football leagues. We watch sports. We go hiking. We tool around in the garden. And we were once first-year students just like you. And we loved college so much, we made a career out of it. We will always do our best to be there for you as mentors and companions on this journey through college, but only if you let us. You will discover very shortly that OU is not just any college. The faculty have chosen to dedicate their lives to you and to the institution. And I say lives because for many of them, this is where they will spend their entire careers. Think about that. Our faculty have the talent and the academic chops to teach at more famous institutions, who shall remain nameless, in places like Athens, Palo Alto, Cambridge, Durham, New Haven. But they have come to OU because the classroom is their #1 priority. And the relationships our faculty develop with students, that's what makes them tick. Students are their passion. Not all colleges and universities have professors like this. If you don't believe me, ask your friends at other schools and they will tell you. It won't all be fun and games though. Your professors, they're going to make you work. They're going to make you rise to your potential. So get ready for the challenges ahead. So I want to leave you with a simple invitation. Get to know your professors. Come to their office hours for no reason, not just when there's a crisis or when you're unhappy with your grade. Do research with us. Make eye contact with us and say hello when you see us on campus or at Publix. If your professor says something inspiring in class, share it on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok. Not on Yik Yak though. But the faculty, we're going to respect your space. If you want to be a wallflower, that's okay. We're not going to pester you. We have fragile egos, and we can't handle the rejection. But it's an open invitation, and I hope that you accept the challenge. And I'll leave you with the words of famous Detroit poet Marshall Mathers, Eminem. only got one opportunity. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You only live once. Peatrels, best wishes for an amazing Oglethorpe experience.